morning, good morning, you beautiful people out there in attendance today. We just started the damn live stream. We're back in the building. It's freaking Monday, James. We're in March already, baby.
I can't believe it's March.
We're in the damn building right
crazy?
now. Shit, James, more things happen.
So many things happen.
Dude, as soon as I wake up in the morning, bro.
Every day.
I'm like, yo, what happened last night? What did Trump do? What did he say he was going to do? What other countries thinking? What are our own people thinking? I got my damn cell phone going off right here. By the way, the Apple Watch is going bananas. I can't turn this damn shit off. This shit goes off the whole time, and it just tells me it's screening calls. I'm like, good job.
Bro, the Apple Watch is the best and worst thing you can get. Like, it's great for work, but man, you are just constantly connected, right? 24/7.
Hey.
Always.
Trump's pretty damn connected right now. A lot in the world's going. A lot of things are happening right now. People in the chat right now. We got 100 people in the building right now. If you're in the chat right now and you're a Trump supporter, put Trump in the chat right now. And if you're not a Trump supporter, then put not a fan, because we got a lot to talk about right now, James. And I'm also, while we're waiting right now, I'm going to pull up the damn section for the subscribers that are coming into the building right now, because I want to make sure that we got their names on. If you're a subscriber of the show right now, tell us. And right now, just put it on the screen. 78,740 people in the damn building right now that are subscribed to the damn platform. Let me say that. Smash the like button right now. Subscribe. Your name will pop up on my screen, and you'll see a tick up as you're seeing it right now. Subscribe to the damn channel, babe. We appreciate you. Now, James, we're going to talk about a lot today. Okay, I got a lot of things I want to talk about. Trump strikes Iran. Was it the right decision? Was it the wrong decision? I can tell you right now, this divides the country even more.
Even more.
But see, this is where I got an issue. We're going to show clips. I got to show videos. And just, matter of fact, let me get the damn first video up and running. Everybody watching live, take a look at this clip real quick.
You must lay down your weapons and have complete immunity, or in the alternative, face certain death. So, lay down your arms. You will be treated fairly with total immunity, or you will face certain death.
He warned him. James, he warned him. Now, I'm not going to say on here, hey, all these people wrong, all these people are right. But what I am going to say is, he said, listen, lay down your weapons, lay down whatever you got going on over there. Shit is circling, whether it's Israel making shit up, whether it's U.S. messing something up, whether it's other countries messing something up. Trump said, lay down your freaking weapons, or we're going to take it in our own hands. Took it in our own hands, okay? And I got videos, I got clips of what happened. In the chat, 200 people in the building. If you're watching live, everybody put 200 in the chat right now. If you're watching live in the damn chat right now, put 200 right now. People coming to the building right now. 250 people in the building right now. Smack the like button and subscribe on the screen right there. That number means that you are subscribing to the show and your name pops up and you enter a freaking giveaway. Don't forget to do it. James, here's what I want to say. Growing up, hearing about Iran, right? Things with Iraq and all these kind of things. And again, could be different countries, but similar in my mind when you're ignorant to the fact of and you don't know. Okay, I'm going to start with that. When you don't know. And people could look similar. Don't know. Again, things are happening.
Right.
They are chanting death to America over there. I'm not saying their country, the whole country's doing it. I'm saying the leaders over there, they're not too fond of us. They don't like the U.S. for whatever reason. Before I was born, they didn't like us. They didn't like us now. So these are leaders. I didn't contribute to that. I don't know what that was, but I could promise you this. Death to America is not going to get you very far. And I got a clip that I want to show you when actually...
Yeah, that's not an ambiguous statement.
But
it's not really ambiguous.
But check this out. If you're watching live in the building right now, watch this clip.
Turns out the regime who chanted death to America and death to Israel was gifted death from America and death from Israel. This is not a so-called regime change war, but the regime sure did change, and the world is better off for it. Today, in their desperation, the enemy is unmasked as Iranian missiles and drones rain down indiscriminately on the hotels, airports, apartments, and other civilian targets of their neighbors. Cowardly terrorist tactics from a regime that for decades has trafficked in cowardly terrorist tactics. Lies.
Here's my opinion. I believe the Iranian leaders got what they asked for. I'm not saying that people are always right, people are always wrong. But that to America, number one, Whether that's true or not, that's a bad thing, right? Death to Israel, you're their neighbor, that's a bad thing. Trump said, basically, fuck around and find out, right? And these leaders keep doing this. Venezuela, we could say that we may or may not, or should not be there, but we're there. And the people are celebrating. Their own people are celebrating. They are happy as shit. I got videos on him celebrating Iranian people, celebrating in the streets, celebrating in Washington, D.C., celebrating in California, celebrating in all these Democratic locations is what I'm trying to explain to you. And people are like, wow, they're erupting here. I have friends that have even been to this office, okay, from Iran. And they can't go home. They're scared. They don't like it, whatever, right? They're celebrating. Their families are celebrating. People are so happy, right? Does it mean that Trump should have done that? That's a question that we're going to ask the people in the chat. Do you think Trump made the best decision? Yes or no in the chat. Everybody watch it live. 350 people in the chat. If you're watching, subscribe to the damn show. Put yes or no. Do you think this was the right decision or not? The problem that I got, James, is Republicans are very happy about it.
Not all of them.
Not all of them. And look, not all Democrats are upset, but I'm just giving you an example.
Yeah.
If you look at the main composition, the main energy, if you go do a poll of 50,000 people, right? Republicans are like, we took out people that were bad people. Democrats like, oh, Epstein list. Like, this is what we always talk about this, right? If a Democrat would come in the office and say, you know what? Here's the reasons why that Trump should not have done that. I would listen to that. If you look on all my posts on social media, Instagram, Facebook, you guys in the chat know what I'm talking about. Every time I post something, they'll go, Epstein list. I get it. You sent me a message about Epstein list. That's great. We're going to get to that. And we know that that's something that we know has to come out. We know Trump cannot put black marks if he doesn't do it right. There's a problem. We all understand that. We're talking about the Iranian leader being taken out, though. Democrats say, Epstein list, this is bad. This was dumb. This wasn't smart. Well, the only thing that I feel wasn't good is that there were certain people over there that were injured that should not have been injured. Girls being killed, schools being bombed, whatever. I'm just giving an example. These are horrible things. They should not happen, and it's terrifying. And it's horrible in any way, shape, or form for Trump, Republicans, Democrats, anybody, USA, period, Israel. But the reality is the goal was to take out the Iranian leaders. Those people have a regime over there that is not looking good. And the people of Iran are super happy. The people that are here from Iran are super happy. And don't you think that we should be celebrating that people feel like they can have more peace now instead of Democrats saying, he shouldn't do that, and he didn't ask Congress, and he didn't get approvals, and he shouldn't do that without calling me.
Okay, so there's a lot going on, and I know we're under a lot of our own propaganda here in this country, but you do have a big split amongst Republicans that are upset about this because it looks like overreach from the president, although they do have an ability to strike foreign countries. It was not approved by Congress, right? And this would only further encourage other countries that don't have nuclear capabilities to get nuclear capabilities so they don't get bullied by the U.S. As far as I know, Iran hasn't done anything to the U.S. in a long time. Right. And if you bring up, like, we're being lied to from somewhere, right? Like last year, we bombed Iran because of their nuclear program. Right. And when we bombed it, and you can pull up the clip and you can watch President Trump going on about how we obliterated everything they had. So what just happened? Right. And I know we all understand that. I'm
going to show that clip because you did send it over. And Trump said that he obliterated everything last year.
Right.
Shout out to the 400 people in the building. If you're watching live right now, smack the damn like button. Subscribe to the show. If you're watching us for the first time, we're live every day at 12 o'clock. We got like on, I got my suit on, and I didn't wear my red suit. If I wore my red sport jacket, they would have said, you're trying to be Republican. I came on here neutral.
You look nice. It's good.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm trying to be neutral. And my wife said, you got to step it up in your spiff, get out there, look spiffy. I said, shit, I'm out here in my black V-neck. Not looking good. She's basically telling me. Trying to get out here, and I had to show up today, right? And I feel that listening to Trump talk about Iran, given reasons, and you just said, they said they obliterated everything. So what is there to worry about? Well, these leaders are still there. Those leaders were still there.
Right.
Here's Democrats. It's a lie. He's not dead. He's dead. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
But I'm saying these conspiracy theories now, right? I'm going to show you a bunch of clips. And I'm going to show your clip too.
But you also have this point. You have people on the right wing that said this is not what Trump ran on. We didn't run on a platform of engaging more in the other parts of the world. We're supposed to be putting America first. And now we're involved in a conflict in the Middle East. And the hardest part of this conflict is now, where now you have to restabilize an unstable area. Like that.
But I do.
The hard part.
No, I agree with that. But I do think this is putting America first, in my opinion, because I feel these people are a threat to the world.
So
not necessarily to me right now sitting here.
So,
but they're a threat to the world.
Right, but we're like pretty rational people here, right? So if the president said last year that we bombed them out of nuclear capabilities, they built it all back in a couple months.
No,
what?
Come on. No, that part makes sense.
Come on.
If you said you obliterated everything, I think what he said was he took out that whole they sent the stealth bomber, whatever the hell it is, right? I had videos on that back before. Went over there, went all the way down and blew some shit up, right? I'll give you that, right? But see, here's the thing. I do agree with that. But as time passed by, Trump also analyzed what they still currently have. Even if you say you obliterated everything, maybe you didn't. But here's the reality. They're being taken out now. And those people over there are happy. I'm going to show this clip real quick, people watching live. Take a look at this real quick.
President Trump just taking to social media to say, I have just been informed that we have destroyed and sunk 9 Iranian naval ships, some of them relatively large and important. We are going after the rest. They will soon be floating at the bottom of the sea also. In a different attack, we largely destroyed their naval headquarters. Other than that, their Navy is doing very well. Signed, President Donald J. Trump.
I feel like this, James. To the 400 people in the building right now, if you're watching live, subscribe right now. By the way, if we get to 78,800 subscribers today, we need 50 subscribers right now. We get to 78,800 today, I'm giving $100 out to a lucky person in the chat. Why not? They're going to do it right now. If you're watching live, subscribe to the DM channel, 500 people in the building, and smack that like button. We love and appreciate you.
We're going to bomb your bank account with a Benji.
Hey, Benji, baby.
We're
Getting a
some
Benji.
Benji bombs.
Getting some Benji bombs in here. Let's do it. Here's the thing, James. People over there, those leaders, do not come off as very good people. Now, I don't live in Iran, right? Let me say that. I don't live over there. I don't know their daily routine. I don't study what they do every day. But I do know that people that live here from Iran and people that are over there are celebrating that those people are gone. Literally 80%. I got a video I'm going to show you right now in just 1 second. Let me pull it up on the damn screen. Take a look at this. And she might get, if you're watching live, this lady might get a little loud on here. So when I play this, I apologize if it gets a little loud. But just look, hit the like button for these people over there because they're loving it. Let me show you this real quick. Let me turn this down if it gets loud.
Love you, Trump. You can't imagine how we are appreciate our country, our people. I'm really appreciate. We love you. Thank you, Mr. President Trump. God bless you. God bless America. Thank you, Mr. President. Dear Mr. President Trump.
Trump kill Khamenei. I'm so happy. Thanks, Trump. Thanks, Trump. You are the best man in the world. I love you, Trump.
I want to have a big thanks to President Trump for keeping his promise and freeing people of Iran that has nothing to do with this government, with this terrorist government.
So here's my point. I don't live over there. I can't claim that I know how they live. We appreciate all the subscribers coming in, baby. If you're watching live, hit the damn like button, subscribe. If you love Trump, put Trump in the chat. If you don't love Trump, put no, put not a fan. I'm watching the chat right now. I'm going to say your names right now. If you're coming in the chat, if you love Trump, put Trump right now. If not, put not a fan. I'm going to say your name right now. 500 people in the building. James, those people are happy as shit over there right now.
Of course they are.
I'm seeing clips everywhere. Republican states, Democratic states, people over there. And I see people coming in the building right now. How are you feeling? Amber, what's going on? How the hell you doing? 500 people in the house. Bree, what's going on? Brittler, how you feeling? Gabby, what's going on? Hugh, and I don't care if they love Trump or not. I'm going to say their names. Michael, what's going on? Hell, neighbor, what's going on? Itachi, how you feeling? Trump, look, they love what Trump is doing. I'm not saying that we love to see people get hurt, injured, bombed, airstrikes, war. I don't like any of that. But the reality is something has to happen to change certain regimes. And over there, those people were not living free. They don't like it. It's horrible. And now they're celebrating. They're celebrating here. They're celebrating there. And I think a lot of people should go, damn, maybe Trump is making people happy. I'm not saying that he's not.
This country?
But so we're talking about this. So listen, this country also is watching what he's doing, right? And every single day, what do they talk about? The Epstein list. They're literally talking about us. Look, when Biden was in office, prices went up crazy.
Right.
Interest rates crazy.
Because we need distractions. Because like the U.S. dollar fell 11% last year. A national deficit has increased like crazy. Inflation is through the roof and nothing's affordable. But yet here we go. And I'm happy for the people of Iran, but like none of that. It was based on his platform of making America first. And if you,
but why are we not celebrating this though? I'm not saying that's part of America.
Good for them.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Because like, what are we doing here?
But what do you think about the strike? Was it good or bad?
I don't even know what, like, because they said it was nuclear weapons. They told us it was all taken out last year. And there's been so many spot checks in Iran where they don't have the capabilities of getting it to what they wanted, you know?
Hold on, someone in the chat.
Lying.
KM said the chat is full of idiots. I want to make, are you talking about the idiots that love Trump or the people that don't like Trump? If you're in the chat, you're Republican, put an R. If you're a Democrat, put a D. If you're independent, put an I. We're watching it right now. We want to shout you out right now. If you're watching live, I'm going to pin your freaking messages right now. Big Bill, how the hell are you feeling right now? People coming to the chat got a lot of questions. Okay, and let me show you something real quick because I didn't pull this up here. Let me pull this up real quick. Here we go. Trump warned Iran. Leaders called his bluff. That's what I think happened. They go, he's not going to do nothing because they think they're backed by Russia. They think they're backed by China. They think they're backed by Brazil. They think they're backed by all these people, right? Which maybe they are. But I can tell you right now, from my look of the shit right now, Trump said, we're coming over there. I didn't see Russia, China, Brazil. I didn't see anybody helping them over there. I just see Israel attacking them. I see U.S. taking care of business. I see everybody going, oh, shit, Trump's not playing. And I'll be honest, I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but I'm happy that I can sit here in this studio and tell people I don't like those leaders over there.
I don't think anybody does. But
so they're gone.
But yeah,
right?
Right. I get it.
Gone,
but then like, how do you take that when the person that you guys elected for the job is telling you two different things all the time? Like you have a whole administration that's like not both things can't be true at the same time.
No, but I think that no matter who's in office, we're not going to get everything we because donors are coming in giving money. If I'm running for president right now, I'm going to get no money if I don't do what other people want me to do. If I say, if you said, hey, Brandon, I want you to lower interest rates and you're going to give me $1 million for my campaign. If I want you to give me that money, I got to do my best to lower interest rates and run on that and live by that. So Trump and any politician has to do what they got to do what people are asking them to do if they're taking that money. If they don't, you got an Elon Musk Trump situation. You saw how that went and Trump said, I don't agree with you. So I'm not doing it. And guess what? Trump did the right thing because he didn't agree with what Elon was saying. Look, he could have went with Elon Musk and rode that to the sunset. I believe that Trump's a better man for not just sitting there and stroking Elon Musk's ego every day. Because he said, you know what? I'll give you this. I'm not giving you all that. I think it's good. Now, we talk about being a better man. We do got to talk about the Epstein list. I get that. And 1,000%, if you're going to release a list, Trump, you said you're going to do it. I don't see blocked out marks. I'll give you that. And every Democrat in the chat's going to come and say that. And I agree 100% with that. But when we talk about Iran, this is another topic. They only talk about Epstein list. They're going to go, oh, good, Epstein list. Because their mind is so focused. So when people say there's a lot of distractions, I think the Epstein list is the biggest distraction in the world, even though there's a lot of truth to it. I'm just saying that is a distraction from the whole rest of the world because a lot of things are happening and people are like, Epstein list. Well, what about the people that are Iran that are getting treated horribly? We're going to know people getting treated horribly. But when you look around the world, Venezuela being treated horribly. There's a lot of Venezuelans here. They're like, thank God, right? But Trump's not like, let me bring all the Venezuelans here. He's like, hey, come legally, but I'm also going to help you in your country. I feel like when you talk about the Nobel Peace Prize and world, things happening, is he bringing people together and stroking their egos over there? No. But he is telling them.
What about his FIFA award, his Peace Award, and his Board of Peace?
I think he should get a Nobel Peace Prize. If you're in the chat right now, look, a Nobel Peace Prize. You don't get a Nobel Peace Prize because you're just like, hey, let's all work together. You get a Nobel Peace Prize when you create peace, though. Those people are going to continuously cause problems. If you don't take those people out of Iran, I'm not saying kill them, right? Guy in Venezuela, they didn't kill him. They brought him over here, right? If you can do that, better, right? But taking those people out creates peace in that whole country. Millions of people are going to be at peace because those people are gone. Another person just got in there. Now he's gone, right? Let me show a clip real quick because I want to hear your points. I love what you got to say. Let me show this clip real quick. This is important to show. And actually, there was another one that I didn't pop on here yet, but there's some interesting things. Hold on a second.
President Trump just taking.
Hold on a second. Not this one. Take a look at this.
We are more than 24 hours into this, well more, and I think it's just important to understand the law requires Congress be informed and asked and authorize acts like this. Donald Trump himself, in his overnight message, called it a war, which means he should understand that a war is not something the president can start.
That's exactly right. We believe that this war is both illegal and unconstitutional. Article 1 powers granted to Congress alone to declare war, and he has said this is an act of war. Now, he had many opportunities to address the nation, but also come to Congress. I mean, even George Bush came to Congress to seek authorization of use of military force before the Iraq War. So
let me just ask you about that for a second, because that's something our viewers will remember. Some people think that the Bush administration was lying about the reasons for going to war in Iraq, and some people thought it may.
So here's the thing, okay? Shout out to the 500, 600 people in the chat right now. Democrats want Trump to call, hey, ask me if we can go to war. I get it. There's methods to it. You can't just declare war on another country and not deal with your own freaking country and see what's going on.
Yeah, because we
talk to our people. I get it, and that's true. But the Democrats should say that, and they should also say, but thank God that guy's gone. Those leaders are gone. They don't do that. They just hate on Trump. See, if they would say, look, it's a good thing that we took those people out, but I wish next time you came to us and we talked about it, because you know why Trump doesn't do that? Because Trump knows that these people are going to be like, no, you can't do that. Can't do that. Hey, can I drive my car? No, you can't do that. I'm not fucking asking you no more. Why do you think kids don't ask us questions anymore? I'm not asking you. Tell me no every time. That is why Trump's like, I'm doing this because I believe that we got to do this for the world, not just for U.S.,
right?
For the world.
But that's why we have a checks and balances system that's supposed to keep each branch in check, so we don't have a king running things.
True.
Because now this could potentially drag the U.S. into a long-going presence there.
Yeah, but there's a king over there, and they took
but that's
that person
not over here.
out.
And on his hat it says "Make America Great Again." It doesn't say "Make Iran Great Again" like that. Come on, how do you make this make sense?
Democrats want to help all the people.
No, not everybody. You
but you get what I'm saying,
yeah,
right?
but you have Republicans that are really upset about this. The ones that like
you're going to have people upset regardless.
Of course, but this is polling terribly. It's only 25% of America believes that we should have done this. You know,
I don't think. Listen, here's why they believe this: because innocent people got hurt.
We have 3 U.S. dead soldiers too.
We got 3
servicemen.
Yeah, but every single president in the world, this happens. And I'm not saying that we bomb Iran every time, but our own military die all the time. Whatever year it is, the people die. The point is, though, when you look at what Trump is doing, he said he's trying to create world peace. These people are bad people. If you go to Venezuela, yo, Maduro helping bring drugs over here. Yo, that guy's a bad person. He's gone now. He's arrested. He's here. Now you go to Iran. If they can arrest all those people, bring them here, great. They didn't do that. They took him out. Now, they had another person step in there. Oh, take his ass out too. They need to help. Now we do that. I think it's smart to help build. But you know what Trump said, which I loved? He said, you know what? We took those freaking people out. Iran, the people of Iran, go out there and enjoy your country. Go out there and take back your freedom. It's up to those people to do that. I do know that if we go over there and cause mass destruction and they wake up, they go, we can't operate, that's a problem. I get that. But I'm saying it's a bigger problem when you got those leaders over there in Iran that are treating those people like that, and that's death to America, and raising those people like that to point missiles at U.S. and also at Israel. I'm not saying that sometimes people don't deserve it, right? Sometimes you could do certain things and someone go, well, that's because you did it. They got their reasons. I'm not knocking that. But the globe knows, and I believe everybody watching this right now, if you agree with me in the chat, put yes. If you disagree, put no. All right. You're gonna see a split decision.
I know it's
but you better subscribe right now, baby. Go ahead, James.
I'm just saying, so we always like your neighborhood analogies here. So like, imagine you and your wife, your house is falling apart, right? And last year you tell her, oh, the house across the street is really the problem for our house. We're going to put our resources there to take care of the problem over there. And you come back home and you know what? We did it. We spent a lot of money and we fixed their house, but I know our house is still having problems. And then you fast forward and you do it again. And you're like, oh, look, we're improving our house so much by helping out the other people, that are down in another zip code.
But here's the problem. You got to be able to walk and chew gum. I agree with you. You're right. If someone's like, hey, fix our country first, I get that. Democrats aren't fixing our country first. Democrats are fixing other people's problems first, why Trump is getting those people out fixing.
Isn't
so what
this
I'm
not
saying
fixing other people's problems first?
No. I agree with you. I do agree with that. I think 100% that this is helping Iranians first. I agree. But it's also helping the world. And what I'm saying is if Democrats would, and I agree with you, if Democrats would just come into the table and say, you know what? Yes, I like that you did that, but I don't like this. That'd be fine. What they do is, I don't like anything. Trump's a bad person. He's a bigot. He's a horrible person. And he doesn't like this and Epstein list. Why don't they come with some education and say, look, like you just said, you said, yeah, but we got to fix our country. You're focusing on that country. I think that country is going to cause turmoil for our kids one day. I believe that. I think if you let Iran keep building and growing crazy, they don't like us. I think we got to take care of those people.
Play the video.
They're bullies over
Play
there.
the video.
I got to download it. I got to put it in the damn system. But let me just show. That is the video I want to play. But give me 1 second. Let me just show this real quick because this is a video that people just coming in the chat right now didn't see this. Take a look.
You must lay down your weapons and have complete immunity, or in the alternative, face certain death. So lay down your arms. You will be treated fairly with total immunity, or you will face certain death.
So why do you think the Iranian people globally are celebrating? Everywhere.
Because
Miami, New York, literally everywhere. Don't you believe this? That guy had to have some sort of the devil in him over there. For every single, listen,
super
it's
impressive.
80%, 90%, probably damn near 98% of the Iranian people are like, thank God. Yo, people want to go home now. People in Venezuela are like, you know what, get deported. I got Maduro there. Hey, I'm going to go back there. It's actually better. One day when Russia and Ukraine, they stop this bullshit, it'd be better to go back home. But guess what right now? People are celebrating. Don't you think Democrats should celebrate with them for a little bit? Hey, we're so glad that those people were taken out. We don't like how it happened. We wish that he would have asked us. We wish that nobody else got hurt. But we're so glad. Democrats don't give the understanding that there is some good that has to do with this. They're going to talk about the Epstein list. Everybody comes in here. Nobody's going to talk about that. They're only going to talk about the negative part of Trump. Yeah. Nothing good.
But it's more complicated than just.
Was there anything good about it?
So this is also like when, just because something it is good that they got rid of the guy, but now the real problem begins, right? Like
That's right.
But you have to now restabilize it. And
yeah, but that happens with everything you do in life.
But look how many problems the U.S. have gotten themselves into by destabilizing certain regions, and then there is no plan, or the plan is just a big waste, and U.S. lives are lost. And
if you don't get rid of these bad people, listen, I own a construction company. I hired some bad people. I thought they were good people, honestly. Guy was like 60-some years old. I thought I was hiring someone who's going to help me out. Was growing crazy. People wanted me to help them build everything.
Yeah.
Got to build their license, right? By the way, speaking of people coming to Miami, got real estate going. We're going to have a lot going on. People come and see properties down here. We're expanding the show. Part of what we do with media, a lot of stuff happening with this company. Here's the thing, though, James. I hired a bad egg. That guy did some bad things. He was making my company go down, right? He literally was costing me money. Do I just keep him around, or do I get rid of him now? If I get rid of him now, I have a lot of instability because now I'm like, oh, I'm unstable because he did a lot of things. Guess what? I had to get rid of that fucking guy now because the more he's there, I got more problems anyway. I got rid of him. Guess what? I had other problems after that because I'm like, oh shit, I have a lot of experience in this. I'm screwed up. I can't do this and that. But getting rid of that guy cleared my mind because now all the negativity is gone. Now we work on rebuilding. If you don't get rid of the bad egg, bro, you just keep getting more eggs and it just gets worse. And that person that's in power has money and they're going to create more eggs. And Trump said, you know what? We're taking his ass out. And I'm glad that he did that. I'm not happy that other people got hurt, but I am extremely, extremely happy. Okay. I'm extremely happy that guy's gone. And I'm going to, not the guy, all those people that were bad people. And now more people are gone. Let me show you this clip. Did I show this damn clip? Yeah, hold on 1 second, people watching live. Let me make sure I got, oh, here it is right here. Take a look at this. Because now Iran says they're striking back, James. If you're watching live in the chat right now, smack that damn like button and subscribe. We need freaking subscribers right now in the damn building. Take a look at this real quick.
Over the past 36 hours, the United States and its partners have launched Operation Epic Fury, one of the largest, most complex, most overwhelming military offensives the world has ever seen. Nobody's seen anything like it. We have hit hundreds of targets in Iran, including Revolutionary Guard facilities, Iranian air defense systems. Just now, was announced that we knocked out 9 ships plus their naval building, all in a matter of literally minutes. Iran's formerly supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, is dead. This wretched and vile man had the blood of hundreds and even thousands of Americans on his hands and was responsible for the slaughter of countless thousands of innocent people all across many countries. Last night, all over Iran, the voices of the Iranian people could be heard cheering and celebrating in the streets when his death was announced. The entire military command is gone as well, and many of them want to surrender into saving their lives. They want immunity. They're calling by the thousands. Combat operations continue at this time in full force, and they will continue until all of our objectives are achieved. We have very strong objectives. They could have done something 2 weeks ago, but they just couldn't get there. Earlier today, CENTCOM shared the news that 3 U.S. military service members have been killed in action. As one nation, we grieve for the true American patriots who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation, even as we continue the righteous mission for which they gave their lives. We pray for the full recovery of the wounded and send our immense love and eternal gratitude to the families of the fallen. And sadly, there will likely be more.
Sadly, there's going to be more. People are going to get hurt in the war. It's sad. It's going to happen. It's not the first time. It's not the last time. It's not because Trump's in office. It's not because it was Joe Biden. It's not because it was Clinton. We got a lot happening, James. And unfortunately, people are getting hurt. I feel, though, striking Iran's leaders was very important. It sends a message, too. Here's my opinion. It sends a message, A, to our people, like, okay, we are a powerful nation, number one, right? We have to believe that again, because I think for a while, we kind of were like, what's going on with U.S.? I never felt like that when we had Trump. I never felt like that when Republicans. Actually, you know what, truthfully? I never felt like we were unstable until Joe Biden got in office. Okay. Every Democrat before that, and since I've been old enough to understand, right? When you're young, you don't know. Democrats in office, I still felt powerful. Republicans in office, I felt powerful. When Joe Biden got in office, I felt very, our country was getting weak. And I felt like we were getting very soft. I felt like people were like, oh, you can't say this, you can't say that. You need to be able to slap people when they're acting ridiculous. And not to hurt them. It's like disciplining your kids. You don't want to hurt your kid. You don't want your kid to grow up and be an asshole either, right? So you have to discipline. I was disciplined as a kid, right? I don't go out and disrespect people. I don't cut people off on the road, not on purpose, right? I don't go out there when someone doesn't have anything, I don't point and laugh at them. I teach my kids. My son was like, this person's fat. I said, you don't say that shit to fat people, period. You know what I'm saying? You don't disrespect anybody. And my kids, they know that we are mixed because skin color is different, right? But they're like, I don't teach them black, white, I don't do any of that. I go, those are your friends, bro. We got kids come to my house in the morning, black, kids come to my house, white, go to school in the golf cart. I don't care. You're like me. You don't care what people are. We're good people. But when it comes to right now, we got to take out bad people. These are bad people, regardless if it's in our country or not. This is affecting us long term. And I do agree, Trump should focus on America. Yes. But at the same time, President of the United States has to look around everywhere and go, what's happening? What's going to affect our future?
So I think my hypothesis is that the world was a safer place before we did this, right? Because now we had an agreement with Iran that Trump pulled us out of, like all these nuclear deals, and we're not going to sanction you for this, that, keep your, you have to be open to inspections. And he pulled us out of it. So they had a deal. We bombed them last year, right? And there are a lot of bad people in the world, but a lot of these bad people have nuclear weapons. And that's why we're not getting involved over there. So what this does and shows enemies of the United States that you need to have nuclear weapons quicker to prevent getting bullied by the U.S. So now you're only proliferating other countries getting enriched uranium and building a nuclear.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that, hey, how he goes about everything is perfect. What I'm saying is those people still had to go. However, we can spin it how we want. They had to go. Why is that Democrats aren't celebrating that those people are gone though? They're only going to point the negative of everything. If I was watching Democrats operate and I didn't agree with anything that they do. By the way, you're seeing the Epstein list. You're seeing a lot of shit going on with Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton. Shit's coming out. It needs to be everybody. Trump, if Trump's on there, his ass should be in trouble. I'm saying that. But what I am saying is right now, if Democrats were in office and they did something that was good, I'd say, glad they did that. Don't like how they did this. Glad they did that. Democrats only gonna go, he's a bad person, he's a bad person, he's bad. They don't even talk about nothing that's happening. Yo, when he helped that border where all these illegal people are not pouring in here, he said 0. Maybe it's 5. I don't know. Maybe it's 500. I don't know. The point is, though, he said 0 people are coming in this country. Democrats should wake up and go, damn, that's good. I'm not saying we should say, let's kick out all these people that we love so much. That's not what I'm talking about. But don't you think they should celebrate something? Most of the world believes that you should not have men and women's sports. They're not celebrating that. They're like, Epstein list. They bypass everything. That is why you can do 90% correct and do one thing bad, and they're going to be like,
but a lot of these
that's
things,
what they do.
But I would just counter that and say that these are false equivalencies. You know, men and women's sports is not the same as starting a war.
No, but I'm saying, but you still got to do this. This just happened though. This part just happened, right? Let's rewind and go back before this happened, right? Every time Trump lower interest rates, Biden did that. Mm-hmm. Lower gas prices. That's not because he did that. That's why I don't like Democrats. Sorry, let me rephrase this. That's why I don't like Democrats that talk like that. I like Democrats. I like Republicans. I like independents. But when they come to the table, they should say, I'm so glad he lowered interest rates, but I wish that he would release the Epstein list. Great. You don't get that. You don't get bad. You don't get that. You get bad. That's why I don't like them. You go over the streets over there in California, bad. New York, listen, I'm from there. There's a lot of great people, a lot of great Democrats too. But if you're going to get up and talk bad about Trump, then you got to come and you got to say the positive things that he's accomplished. Democrats are going to tell you that he's accomplished nothing. That's what they're going to tell you. I think that's ridiculous. I think Joe Biden was a little too old. And you could be 100
like the same age.
But I'm saying you could be 100 years old if you're there. Yeah. I think his brain was gone. But let me tell you something. Democrats would have voted for him again. And we all know that his ass was long gone.
No, they didn't vote for him again. That's why they got him out.
No, but they were. His ass was there. Until Trump went in there and roasted him in that debate, Democrats voted for Joe Biden.
Terrible debate and a terrible
But before that would have been
trying to throw up there, but then they had to hit the button after everyone.
How do you have millions of Democrats and you got Joe Biden as a leader of the Democratic Party? That just goes to show you the Democrats, a lot of them have lost their motherfucking mind. You can wake up and go, damn, he got to go because you're smart. But I see a lot of Democrats walk around in certain places like, I'd rather have Joe Biden. Joe Biden didn't do anything. Joe Biden was just operating under Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, Hillary Clinton. He was just doing whatever. Obama, like he wasn't even there. So my point is, I don't trust the Democrats' leadership because I don't think they know what they're doing. I do think that they do want people to be at peace. I do think that Democrats don't want to overdo anything. I don't think that they want to hurt anybody. I'll give you that. But leaders have to do certain things to get certain things done. That's why billionaires sometimes, they go bankrupt several times. James, you're doing well for yourself. By the way, James is an attorney here downtown Miami and is phenomenal. Injury law. You ever been in a car accident? You got people in a car accident, call James, the guy's going to take care of you.
That's what I do. Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing though. You could have just got a regular job and did regular things and people would have said, James was a good person. But you kept on going after it, becoming a leader. That's why your life is hard. Because you can make it really easy. Get rid of all your stuff. You got a beautiful place in Miami. Get rid of that. Just live off the government. It's easy. Just sit there, right? But you didn't take that route. I didn't take that route. So because of that, my life is a lot harder. Leaders have it harder. I think Trump has it harder, and he's got to make decisions. They're going to love him. They're going to hate him. Which one you choose? Choose your morals. I think these leaders had to go. He did it in a way that was sad for a lot of reasons. But now those people are going to be happy.
What gets me, though, is that no matter what he does, there's a certain percentage of his base that is always going to stand and applaud for everything, but it's inconsistent of what they're telling us. And if you point out the inconsistencies, so like Macy does, then they call him a rhino and fake. So you encourage this groupthink always, but it's not good to have groupthink. You need to be challenged on some things, and this is also why our founding fathers developed a checks and balances system to prevent certain problems and to prevent us from having like essentially a monarchy. But then when one person just is unilaterally making all these decisions, and then also like they said they took care of this. Like what threat was Iran to us? Like what were they? Why did we bomb everything?
Our world is better with those leaders gone.
But out of all the bad leaders in the world, where did the Ayatollah there stack up? And
No, there's more. No, there's more. I'm not saying I agree. But hey, Trump's been there for 1 year. He's got 3 more years here. So we'll see what happens.
I know.
Maduro's gone, right? Good thing. Venezuela's like, oh, thank God. Now this guy's gone. Iran's like, oh, thank God. These are countries. Thank you, Trump. Countries, bro. Can you imagine?
But we're Americans. I know.
No. But a lot of America does love them. I'm not saying that everybody does. And there's independents that don't know. You both, you like choose. But the point is, I am very happy with a lot of things that he's doing. And so that's why I pick him. Listen, financially, there's a lot of great things that are happening. There's ways you can do stuff. Now they're trying to get rid of income tax in Miami, state income tax. Obviously, we don't have that. It's amazing. We got federal, but everybody's happy in Florida. We don't have that. You celebrate it. I celebrate it. I don't want it, right? Guess what? Republicans like that. Democrats like tax. Democrats love the tax, boy. If Democrats got in office right now, we'd have 10% interest rate on houses. The property I want to go buy, property you want to go buy, forget it. Kiss that. Put your leg, I was going to give you an innuendo right now. I'll give you a little synopsis, but I didn't want to go there. You can put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye is what I'm trying to say, James. And people know when you got Trump in office, there's some opportunity that's going to be coming. It's not easy because you're knocking down barriers, but you're also building other things. If Democrats are in office right now, we'd all be driving electric cars. Truthfully, they want to go electric cars. So apparently they would get rid of all that. The gas prices would be out of pocket. Interest rates out of pocket. We're going to have, by the way, and I'm going to say this in the best way possible. I don't care who's gay, straight, and whatever, right? I don't care about that. And if I have friends or cousins, I have cousins that are gay. I love them very, very much. And they're actually closer to me now because now I started to understand them more. Maybe they had an issue. My other one cousin was fighting all the time. I'm like, maybe that was why. I'm like, man, So I'm interested to know about them as closer family, right? And friends. So I love them. But here's the thing. If we had Joe Biden win again or Kamala Harris or a Democrat, it's just going to be an explosion of it. And it's just in your face, Netflix, in your face. It's just crazy. There has to be some stability of certain things. And I think Democrats like to say, hey, let all the Muslims just pray on the street. But then if Trump was like, yeah, do it, they'd be like, can't do that. It's because he said that. And so it's like a he said, she said kind of game all the time. And I just feel that we are going to be a stronger nation when other countries also know that we are powerful. Iran called our bluff, and that shit didn't go good for them.
What did they? But I still don't understand what happened.
Why that had to happen?
Yeah, like again, I don't know if you could play the video, but
because why? Because listen, it was called for every single day. These people are asking for help, pleading for help. Yo, the Iranians every day are pleading for help.
Americans are pleading for help,
and he's trying to help. But the thing is,
I sound more Republican than anybody.
Yeah, but
put America first.
But so, what do you got to do in America?
Yeah.
Stop the border.
Where's the border? We have to fix inflation. We have a
but you can't fix it in 1 year. So he gets back in office. Joe Biden came and raised everything. I'm not saying he did it by himself. I'm not saying that he purposely wanted to hurt Americans. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is Joe Biden came in, interest rates up, gas prices up. Guess what happened? Before that, Trump had 2.9 interest rates. Trump was helping America, if you think about it. Because how did I get my house at 2.9? Because Trump set that up. Trump pushed for that. Joe Biden gets office, 8%. I got a condo on the beach, 8%. That didn't help me. Yeah, but it hurt me. It hurt me a lot of ways. So everyone has their own individual hurt based upon what they're doing in life, right? Like if you're in finance and you have a lot of money, you want interest to go up because you want your money to go up, whatever you got invested, you want Joe Biden to raise the interest up, right? But if you flip, so everyone has their own personal feelings toward it. I feel first-time home buyers, kids graduating from college, listen, you have to teach them some morals and respect. Like Joe Biden's like, oh, get rid of all the student loans. Everybody just gets rid of that. Who's going to pay that? Taxpayers. Ain't just going to go to garbage. So guess what? Go to college. Everybody go to free. Everything's free. It doesn't work like that. You can't do anything free. Here's all free food. Here's this free everything. Free all the time. Doesn't work like that. So Trump says you're going to pay for your education if you want to go. And then when you get done, guess what? Lower interest rates. Get yourself a house. Yo, Miami, you know how people are renting, bro. People are renting crazy. Can't afford to put down a down payment. They can't afford to pay. It's crazy. Now Trump comes in. Let's bring that shit back down. Interest rates, gas prices. Take out bad people like Iran. These leaders are horrible. Get rid of Maduro. Get some real people in here that are good people. Guess what? Those countries, I feel, can flourish. I have a friend, I'm going to have her call into the show from Iran, right? I wanted her to explain her lifestyle over there. Bro, her life over there, she was like in misery. She wouldn't even visit her family because it's so bad. People in Venezuela don't want to go home. People in Cuba's next. I'm telling you, these people are next. The more, and I love, Latin Miami has tons of Cubans. They want that shit fixed over there. Cuba wants their country fixed, just like Venezuela, just like Iran. Who's fixing that? Trump's doing it. He needs to fix America. Agreed. No, I agree, 1,000%. But the world, to get a Nobel Peace Prize, is to create world, like, come together and people to be free. He's doing that. They're celebrating. I think people should be happy for him. And they should be like, next time you need to go through the checks and balances. You can't just declare war on a country without going through checks and balances. I give you that. But what about how great that is for all these people?
So why not promote unity in your own country and have everyone cheering for you in the streets instead of only having 25%? Like, his poll numbers are crazy low. The way that they're handling all these, I don't think this works. You know, our dollar has decreased so much in value. Like, just look at the numbers. I know it takes time, but like, look what's going on in the gold market, the precious metals market, and compare that to the US dollar. Like, these numbers don't lie, you know, but he'll go out there and say all these other things, which I think is kind of like imbalanced. I wish it was other.
But if you put Biden in office, he didn't do that good at that.
No, but he was more stable.
No, but give me an example though. When you have someone in office that's a Democrat, those people are not saying how bad or how come he's not doing this. Or when Joe Biden took the interest rate from 2.9 to, it was like 2.7 to 8-9%, Democrats were like, that's all good. It's not good.
Well, that's because they had we printed so much money.
But they didn't say. But I'm saying when they do that, there's a lot of uneducated people that have no idea what's going on.
Deregulated everything before he stepped
No, but I'm saying the uneducated people have no idea what's going on. We do finance on a daily basis. We got people that are uneducated have no idea what's going on. They wake up and they go, Democrat, Republican. They have no idea what's going on. When it was 8% going 9%, people buying houses at 10%. Which, by the way, if you're an old timer, you probably thought that was good because back in the day it was like 18. It was crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Democrats are like, no problem. Trump gets in office, brings it all the way down. No celebration because they're like Epstein list. That's what I'm saying.
But because
they got to give you a synopsis of more than just. How about this? Nobody crossing the border. Why are they not celebrating that? I'm just saying. Why do Democrats sit back and not celebrate anything? That's all I'm trying to ask you. Because you know, you try to go both sides. My point is, when we talk about that, we just say like, there's no real answer to it, is my point.
Because maybe for them, it's like what comes with that cost. So you're infringing on American citizens' rights, you know, or people that have valid status here, and you're just changing all the terms. Like, okay, no more TPS for you. We're changing this. Oh, we're not awarding you your constitutional rights anymore. So it's at what cost? And depending on where you stand on that, you're either going to agree with it or disagree with it. But, you know, I do think increasing security in this country is great. We do need to control immigration more. We have all these problems, but you can't put out all the fires at the same time, right? You know, like, I can't take care of somebody else's business when I need to focus on my own firm first, you know? And there's only so many things you could do. And if I was brought in as the leader of that company to make this business better, well, I can't put all my resources everywhere else. I got to focus on.
Yeah, but you just said, you just said exactly what my point is too. Trump gets in office for 1 year. 2 months later, he ain't doing nothing.
Well, he's doing the opposite of what he said, other than immigration, I think.
More than that, if we take a look at what he said he was going to do, I think he's knocking out a lot of things. I think he doesn't ask for the Democratic green light. So he goes, I'm just going to do this shit anyway. And I think that people could say, that's not right.
But then it creates problems, right?
It does.
So his tariffs were just considered illegal, or they weren't proper. So now you're going to have all these companies suing to get money back. which is only going to cost us more money. And still our national deficit is in his bills created more debt for our country, you know? And again, like you guys, people could go look it up and you can just chat GPT. Who does this help more?
But I think I think every single president comes in office and they have these amazing ideas that they want to do. Like they come in office, they go, I want to do this, this, and this. And they get smacked in the face every day with random shit, right? It's life, right? We don't realize that things have to happen, and they do. ICE was not created to just hate on Americans or hate on the United States. ICE was created to remove illegal people from this country. Is it perfect? No. Do they make mistakes? Of course. You know how many times a cop could pull somebody or make a mistake? Happens in real life. But the thing is, it was created to help the USA get rid of illegal people. That was the whole point.
Yeah.
If Obama does it, it's cool. Literally, Obama deports anybody. Good job, Obama. It's how he did it. I get it.
Right.
But if Trump would do it, if Trump walked up and said, hi, how are you? What's your name? Hey, I would like to ask you to leave. They're going to be like, go fuck yourself. It's 2026. Like, people aren't like, okay, no problem. They have all these reasons and regulations and loopholes and democratic views and court systems and, you know, the Democrats giving them money and freaking places to live and cell phones and shit. I think that Trump has a lot more to take on to do that. So when Obama kicked all those people out, all the Democrats that come in the chat right now are going to be like, it was cool. Trump kicks him out. Oh, Trump's a bad person, can't do that. That's what I'm saying. When Obama bombed anybody, he took him out. He killed people, right? No problem. Trump takes out leaders in like 20 seconds. Problem. Gets Maduro, brings him back over here, right? People should be applauding that.
But if he ran on that, then great. But he ran on the opposite of these things.
He didn't run. No, he didn't say he wasn't going to get rid of bad people.
He said no more wars.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The war is going, here's my opinion. I agree with you. Mm-hmm. But the war is going to be created the more powerful they get. If you let Iran get more powerful, and they keep chanting death to America and all shit,
but
we got to get that shit out of here.
How were they when we obliterated them last year, according to them?
But did you care were you upset when they obliterated them last year?
I don't know enough. I think if they were making the uranium and they're not supposed to and whatever, okay, I get that. But if we didn't do that last year, I would understand this more. But still, supposedly they were in talks for more nuclear de-escalation. And then this happened. I wish you could play the clip. It's literally
that's what I'm trying to do. And because basically the clip says that he says we obliterated them.
Yeah, the greatest thing.
And they're still doing it.
Yeah, and now how do they rebuild an entire nuclear thing
you don't have to,
months?
But you don't have to. Here's the thing. You don't have to do just because you ran on something. I think if you run on something, you need to do that. But if you run on something and other things happen, you still got to take care of this. You can't say, oh, I didn't run on the fact that I was going to take out bad people of Iran, so I can't do it. Like, you got to be like, I ran on closing the border down, but this guy's a bad person. I'm taking his ass out too. You don't want to run every day going, oh, by the way, when I get in office, I'm going to take out the Iranian leaders. You don't run on that because that's a quiet mission. That's like, I'm going to take, because there's no point in doing that. But when you say, you know what? You see what they're building, you don't like what they're doing, and the countries are celebrating. Those countries celebrate the fact that Trump did this for them. Our people, Democrats, mad about it.
But it's not just
think
Democrats.
About this for a second.
You have a lot of Republicans are not happy with this.
But 90%, if you do a poll, listen, if you do a poll, 90% Republicans are going to say, get those people out of here. There's going to be a percent of people going to say, he did it wrong, or maybe that it was sad and girls got killed. Yeah, it's terrible. But what I'm saying is, the countries are celebrating this. The people of Iran are so happy. Democrats unhappy here. Go to Venezuela. They are so happy, thanking Trump, loving Trump. Cuba's calling, help us. And if Americans said, hey, we're glad you did that, but focus on us, I'll give you that. Hey, you're taking care of them, that's wonderful, but help us, right? I'll give you that. But to say it's bad, why is it bad? He's helping other countries. They are happy. That's my opinion. We saw them celebrating. Well, I have a question for you now. Iran fires back, sends a massive threat to the U.S. and Israel, though, and says, we are going to send the most catastrophic thing ever over to America and over to Israel, right? That's a part where you're like, hey, this could cause more friction and more problems, right? I'll give you that. They don't got, what are they going to do? Call Russia? Right? That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're basically at this point, I believe we're sending a statement to Russia and China. That's my opinion. Being like, you know what? We're going to take care of this shit. You're not doing it. You see what's going on over there? We're going to handle it. I think Russia and China said, all right, we don't want to mess with this guy. That's what I think.
I think most countries didn't like what was going on in Iran, and they were, as a proxy state, sponsoring terrorism throughout the Middle East, as far as they tell us, right? But I think, and that's why there's probably a big agreement that U.S. and Israel was okay to do what they were going to do, or else you would see more backlash. And, because people want stability in the world, right? And again, that's probably why investment houses preferred the Biden-Harris thing to stay in power. And now, because we have more uncertainty. But I just don't think that you shouldn't be judging your presidency based on the approval of people in other countries.
No,
of course they're happy though. Like, I'm happy for them too. But
Democrats are not Democrats. Democrats are waking up going, Epstein list. That's why I'm saying we're gonna have a live show on it this week. Epstein list is a big deal. Hillary Clinton. I don't care. By the way, if you're watching this live right now, I greatly appreciate you. Smack that damn like button, subscribe. If you're watching live, if we get to 100 likes next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky person $100 in the chat. I'm trying to give money back right now. Subscribe to the show. Get us to 78,800. We need 29 subscribers right now. Hit the like button, subscribe right now. Chrome, what's going on? Chrome, it's the time to get some shout outs right now. Mickey, what's going on? Mickey Mason, what a nice name. I love that last name. That's a good last name, no?
Yeah.
How we feeling in the chat right now? Sachina, Dashi, everybody in the chat right now. Look, some people aren't going to like what we're talking about. Some people are going to say, you're a bad person, James. Some people are going to say, Brandon, you're a bad person.
Bro, people are nuts. They tell me, somebody said, I drink the Kool-Aid. I am the least Kool-Aid drinker
but
ever.
People in here are going to do what they got to say because there's a lot of haters on whatever side. People are going to say, you're a bad person. They'll say, I'm a bad person. I would defend anybody in here. Their children got hurt, I would defend them. Their mother got hurt, I would defend them. If they fell on the ground, I would pick them up, right? I would help them. That's how we are as people. And people have disagreements or can see things different. I honestly feel when I watch the news and see what these people are about, I think that they took out some people that had to go. And that's a big issue. By the way, we had a super chat that came into the building and I did miss it. And I'm going to shout that out right now. And Famous Jay, what's going on? Say taking out their leaders doesn't do anything. It says history shows all it does is actually create a power vacuum.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Infamous Jay said that. And thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate you. And if you are still here, I apologize. Infamous Jay, thank you. In the chat, put an I in the chat right now. Everybody put an I in the chat right now. Infamous Jay, we love and appreciate you. Look, here's how I'm going to end this. Here's how I'm going to end this piece of the pie right now. I wake up every single day hoping that Republicans, Democrats, independents, white, black, Spanish, that we come together because we have a goal, and that's in this country, right? And we have to work together. Like the Olympics, we work together. When I watch the Olympics, I don't go, oh, that's a black person winning. Oh, I don't like him. That's a white person winning. I don't like him. That's a Spanish person. I don't like him. I don't do that. I go, Americans are winning. That's awesome, right? I think our whole country does that. I don't think anybody in here goes, oh, I don't think anybody does that. I think everybody celebrates with us. When you leave the Olympics, the big stage, then people start going, what side are you on? Well, we're on the American side, right? I'm on the USA side. So if we go to war, I'm going to defend every single Democrat at war. I'm going to defend every single Democrat at war. I don't care who we're against. So the point is we're on the same team. I just don't think that we understand collectively how to go about everything because the president has a big, bro, my job with 4 kids, running a show, I have a shipping business, and we're doing real estate now, right? A lot of real estate we're going to be doing here in Miami and Florida. I got a lot on my plate, man. I'm not the president of the United States. If I was the president of the United States, shit, it'd be a hell of a, my day would be a lot harder. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And I think that people don't understand how difficult your job is. And I feel that when you become president, everyone's throwing shade at you immediately, depending on what side you're on. If an independent ran and they actually won, I think they would get a lot of respect, but they're not going to win because they're not going to get a lot of donors.
But that's not how we're set up, and they need to keep us separated, and we have a huge accountability problem in this country, and no one's held accountable for many different things in many different ways. And that's why we all as American people should be in unison upset about a bunch of things currently. You know,
Yep.
some big issue, some big ticket items, you know, and, you know, to people that say like, oh, you drink the Kool-Aid. I think if you don't question the stuff, then you're the ones drinking the Kool-Aid.
No, you got to question everything.
Oh, yeah, but like you literally could watch videos and statements made by, you know, the current president, their stances, and so it's like, what is it?
Here's the problem.
But most people don't think about that.
But here's the problem. You want to know why Republicans? I've been explaining this here. Why Republicans don't like Democrats? Because they only say one thing, and they just say Epstein list. I'm telling you, if they come in here and say, like, you give them some information about the gold, or, you know, when it comes to in certain pieces of finance and what's going on with the trillions of debt and whatever, right? People are like, okay, I want to hear some of that. Like, educate me on something, right? Democrats, a lot of them, if they're uneducated, they just say Epstein list. That's it. There's like millions of people doing that. And there's just a whole bunch of people that don't really know anything. If they knew something to give you some education, you become more respectful. And if they also applauded certain things that Trump did because they do agree these are good things, then people could be like, I have a conversation in my DMs, and it goes back and forth. You know what they say to me when I get done talking to James? I'm going to show screenshots of my direct. I'm going to ask them first. I'll pull them up. They'll come in firing at me right away. Conversation leaves like this. Thanks for having a conversation today. James, hundreds of times. I'm going to show you. They come in. You're a MAGA. Da, da, da. I go, actually, I'm not a MAGA. Da, 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 da. Right? I'm not. And I explain everything. I tell them I'm biracial. I tell them how I feel, whatever. And at the end of the conversation, I'm glad to have a conversation with you. We might not agree on everything. Had a good conversation with you. Most Democrats and MAGA supporters also are so far out, right? If we can come in a little bit and not be crazy MAGA and not be so far leftist where everyone should be, you know, and I don't mean that as any point in time, people get mad at me. The short hair with the you know, I'll give you both. You know what? Because I'm
What color?
biracial.
Say it. Say the blue hair.
Because I'm biracial, I could say this, right? I'm gonna say this right. You got the white people with the short little Karen haircuts, and some of them are beautiful. A lot of them are Karens. Then you got the black people with the short haircut with the hair dye, and it's suits they got to fade, right? A lot of them because they can't grow the kind of hair they want, maybe. A lot of them because they want that fade. When you walk into some of these places and you see these people, those are some Democrats. 99% of the time.
They're throwing snowballs.
I love everybody, right?
Yeah.
But say flip side, you see a guy going on his Jeep going by with this big flag hanging out. You're like, that's a MAGA supporter, right? It's just that's how we look. But the difference is this. I've talked to MAGA people and I've asked questions and I didn't tell them where I was at. And when I asked them a question about this, they kind of say, you know what? They'll say, you know, I like he did that, but you know, the way he did that, he shouldn't have did this. Or Trump was speaking up there. I wish he didn't say it like that though. Those are real people. He does everything right. He does everything. Don't like those people, right? And the people that are like, oh, he's just a bad person. He doesn't know what he's doing. He shouldn't be president. How do you get it? It's all fake. It's all not real. The brains are fucked up, truthfully. And I don't know, people say we're brainwashed. I think that we got to wake up as Americans and realize we're all together in this shit. Like everybody in the chat right now that could hate on me or hate on you or hate on Republicans or Democrats, we're in this shit together. And that's the biggest fucking hard part for people to understand. If you got a gay person next to you or a straight person next to you or a transgender next to you and they're an American, we got to protect them. And who cares who they like? As long as they don't push it on my kids and they don't push it on me, hey, I hope they have the best time of their life tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
Yep.
God bless these freaking people, James. Say bye to these people. We ran past time.
Everybody. Yeah, we went late. We could keep going, but we're going to end it here for you guys.
Hey, we'll have to get him on the phone in the car on the way home. We love and appreciate you. As you can see, we're in a vertical format. We will then, at this part of the show, halfway through when we have other guests on, James, we'll put the link in the chat. They can click on it and it will expand it. Everybody that's watching live right now, you will have a link that will send you right into the widescreen. If you're watching live, everybody in here right now, subscribe to this damn channel right now. Hurry up and do it. Mickey said, I'm proud American with common sense. I love and appreciate you. Gabriel, appreciate you. James, appreciate you. Mag, we appreciate you. Lala, Pipple, Mom, we love you. By the way, our moderators, we love them very much. Without them, James, they're freaking awesome. We love them very much. We're going to do something special for them. Big Bill, how you feeling? Everybody in the chat right now, we love you guys very much. Hillary Clinton, we got a lot to talk about. Epstein list, Hillary Clinton, what happened. We're going to talk about all. Hopefully, we're going to get all that out on Wednesday. Give it a day to dilute because things are coming out. Let's come into it Wednesday, not tomorrow. Crazy hot. Let's see what happens and let's get back into the game. We love and appreciate these people. This is the time, like I said, I'll hit that link in there. Subscribe right now. We're only 16 freaking subscribers away from 78,800, James. We get closer to getting to the 80,000. We're going to have live games We got sports right here. We got politics right here. We got a lot.
We want to do the conspiracy episode.
We got it all,
We
baby.
want to talk about conspiracies.
Is the earth flat? Wow, we got a lot to talk about. We love and appreciate you guys that are watching live. I don't give a damn where you're from. I don't care if you are from a Republican side. I don't care if you're from a Democratic side. I don't care where the hell you're from. I love and appreciate you. And if you want to throw some shade, we had over 1,200 votes today. We thank you very much. Do you agree with Trump's decision? Most people, 49%, James, said they agree with the decision. So what I'm trying to explain to you is I don't have, just so you know, James, you watch this. I don't have, it's not all Republicans in here. It's mostly, look in there, a lot of Democrats talking shit the whole time. You look at this right now, 49% of people came in here. They agree with Trump's decision to strike Iran. That's not me doing it. This is from New York Today post that we did. This is from sports pages. This is from South Beach pages. This is from my own page. This is from everywhere. And you're seeing right now people coming to the building right now. And right now, if you're in the building right now, if you love the USA, put USA. I don't give a damn where you're from. And of course, Democrats, you could put Epstein if you want, because I know that's coming. And there goes one. Epstein. It's on the chat right now.
3 times and he appears.
I don't care. I love all my people. We got Republicans and we got Democrat moderators and independent moderators. And I love them very much. And they're invited to my house anytime. And we love them. So we'll see all you guys. Listen, we're going to try to be here tomorrow, but 100% Wednesday at 12 o'clock. People watching live right now, subscribe to the damn show. We love you so freaking much. And yes, you will see the horizontal screen. You will see us wide on the screen here when I drop that link. Everyone will be converted right into that screen. We'll have it going this week. We want them to see the whole studio. They haven't seen it. Everybody subscribe. We need 11 subscribers. I'm signing off right now. I love and appreciate every freaking one of you beautiful people watching this show right now. We'll see all of you next time. And all of these clips are going to be uploaded into YouTube when we get done here. Take care, everybody. Love and appreciate you.